Hello and welcome. In this video, we will focus on how to do the summary writing, which is linked to the unseen passage. आपके जो examination paper में जो unseen passage आता है, उसका summary करना होता है और ये होता है 3 mark का. In your examination, this comes for 3 marks. Okay, so that's what you need to bear in mind. Now, आपको तो मालूम ही होगा कि summary writing होती क्या है. It basically means a concise or a precise टेलिंग कि उस पैसेज में है क्या. सो आपसे प्रश्न पूछा जाएगा कि व्हाट इज इट दैट दिस आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. दे विल गिव यू इस अबाउट 5 to 6 लीडिंग पॉइंट्स और उस लीडिंग पॉइंट्स के बेसिस पे आपको एक समरी लिखनी होगी. ट्राई नॉट टू एक्सीड 10 lines in a passage. Ideally speaking, don't make it 15, 20 lines because then it will not be a summary, right? आप तो पूरा passage को repeat कर देंगे. The idea is to tell it in as precise form as possible. The other thing which you need to bear in mind is that you need to give the title. एक title देना है. Now, title does not have to be fancy. Yes, if your English is good and you can come up with clever lines, it's always better. Otherwise, you can talk about, honesty is the best policy. जो proverbs, जो मुहावरे होते हैं, you can, you do that. Hard work is the best medicine. If you want to take care of a problem, you do hard work. Hard work is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. Or importance of hard work. Those kind of very generic kind of titles also you can give. You will get 1 mark for that. Write the title in capital letters. I realize that I have not written it in capital letters, but write it in capital letters. The title has to be simple. Do not write fancy words. ऐसा कोई word मत लिखो जो कि समझ में ना आए. If it is a passage about honesty and why everybody should be honest, you could write importance of honesty or honesty is the best policy. The summary has to be about 10 lines in a single paragraph. Okay. Now, what is the 2022 ka paper ka summary? I just taken this as an example. The more passages you practice, you will get it easy, and it is really not any kind of rocket science. It's pretty simple. Now, it's about Ratan Tata. Please go through it. I'm just going to keep it on the screen for some time in case you don't have the paper. I don't believe in taking, it's talking about how he kind of handled his passenger car business. So he says that one of Ratan Tata's inspiring words which made me dream beyond shadows. I feel fortunate that I discovered him in the early stage of my life and now I'm using his teachings to mold my future the way I want. This is not part of the summary. Iske upar baki questions hain that we are not getting into. Okay, so here it talks about how he started his career in the Tata Steel in Jamshedpur. Then he worked in Nelco, and then he was made the chairman of the Tata Group. Okay, and now comes the basic part which is to be made into a summary. It says that started the Tata Indica. I mean, maximum cars, Uber, Ola ka dekho, they are mostly Tata Indica in 1998, but Tata Indica was not a success story. So thereafter, he went to Ford Motors and he had a meeting with Bill Ford, who was very condescending and he was very this thing, he said, why did you enter in the passenger car business when you did not know about it? It will be a favor if we buy this business from you. Hum tumhare upar ehsan karenge if we actually buy this business from you. This entire thing is what is asked in the summary. This one and the next paragraph. In do paragraphs ke upar, this paragraph, 1, 2, and the one before this is what is asked in the summary. In 3 paragraph ka summary karna hai. Okay. Then he decided to come back and हालत ऐसी हुई कि 10 साल बाद 2008 में Ford Motors से ही रतन टाटा ने उनका business खरीद लिया and now they are big success stories. If you look at the stock market or if you ask your parents, they will tell you that Tata Motors is one of the best stocks on the Indian stock market. And that's majorly because of Jaguar and Land Rover, which does very well in the European passenger car market, which Ratan Tata bought from Ford. Okay, so that is what the passage is about. So summary writing mein, this is how you get your question. Ratan Tata's early career, then early setback, then his meeting with Bill Ford, kya hua us meeting mein, then his success, and then purchase of Ford's Land Rover and Jaguar car. So इसमें मैंने title थोड़ा सा stylish दिया है. Okay. Ratan Tata in the driver's seat. Driver's seat का मतलब क्या है? It does not mean that he himself is driving. It means that he is the one who is in charge. Now, this is a stylish phrase. Otherwise, you could write something very simple. You know, how Ratan Tata conquered Ford. You can write that. How Ratan Tata bought out Ford. You know, how Ratan Tata taught Ford a lesson, right? So you can write those kind of things. So this is the passage that you have to write. Ye 10 line is not exactly 10 lines according to this typing because मैंने font size ज़्यादा बना के रखा है, इसलिए it's looking big. But when you write it, it will not be more than 10 lines in your handwriting. Okay. He began his career, then he joined Nelco. And then he was this thing, his foray into the passenger car business with Tata Indica was a failure. And he agreed to a proposal to sell it to Ford. Bill Ford, chairman of Ford, was condescending. Now that's a word that I have used because that's in a nutshell tells you the attitude, you know, that he would do a favor if he bought it from Ratan Tata. And he felt insulted. And then later on, he bought Jaguar and Land Rover from Ford in 2008. And this time Ford said to Tata that the Tata Group was doing a big favor to Ford by buying it. So this is how you need to make a concise and precise summary. It's not difficult. Please practice as much from different pre-board papers that you can lay your hands on, and you will realize that these 3 marks are very easy to score as far as your English paper is concerned. Thank you very much. Tata. Bye-bye.